Hey everybody, Mac Guy Reports here. Just giving you a little bit of, I guess, of a review on the iPod Shuffle. It's been out for a little bit now, and I didn't get a chance to get in a review to you guys. A lot of people wondering, is it worth the money, and it's something they should buy. So I want to give my little 2 cents on it. So here we are on Apple's website. You'll see it is the first. If you go to apple.com, it is the first thing that you go to. They did a really good job as far as marketing with as they typically do. So you have the ability, if you wanted to, you definitely could watch the tour here that they have the video that's available here. We're not going to do that now. You can definitely do that on your own time there. However, if we want to go to the stores. Alright, so here we are at the Apple Store, and you'll see their lineup of MP3 players. We're going to focus on the iPod Shuffle and actually talk a little bit about the Nano as well. So we click on iPod Shuffle here. So here we have it. You can see it's actually pretty small, available in 2 colors, as you can see. For the most part, I think those are the only two that they're going to offer, which is like a white or also a grayish type color. I've got a chance to see these, personally. I just came from the Apple Store actually today. I had to buy something for my MacBook Pro, and at any rate, so I got a chance to play with these, so it kind of prompted me to do this. But anyway, some of the things that I liked about it is actually the size. The size isn't bad. The size is really small. When I show that to most people or show it to most people, one of their responses is right away. They say, well, it's so small. I think I'd lose it. Well, that could very well be. This actually is actual size. If you guys want to take a look at that, but I think if you spend the $80 that they're asking for this unit, probably not going to lose it. But some features, they come in 4 gigs. There's no options there. Also on the back, they don't show it to you. Actually, yeah, you can see it here. On the back, there's a clip. What this clip allows you to do basically is hang on to your shirt or your pants pocket, or top of your pants, whatever you want to do with it. It gives you a clip. Clip is actually pretty sturdy. There is a chance though that you could rip that off. Not paying attention if you're working out, you actually could rip that off of off your the clip there, which wouldn't be a good thing. But I'm sure they have an option to have that repaired. And if you order it, of course, from apple.com, you have the ability of doing this customization that you see here when people put their own slogans or whatever they want to write on the back of it. You have the ability of doing that. But cool things about it is, if you note here, you see that when it's fully charged, we'll see if you guys can see that it will give you up to 10 hours, playback, which is good. So we say up to 10 hours. Realistically, it's probably going to give you, well, actually, there's no display, so you're probably going to get the full 10 hours initially, and as time goes on, typical of most batteries, you'll end up getting less and less. Although the Apple batteries have, tend to be one of the type of batteries that last and give you that same amount of time, day in and day out, even as it gets older, which is good. It connects with USB, like everything these days. Obviously Apple's went away from the FireWire on every model that they have, or a laptop that they, or even computers that they used to put out. They all had FireWire. Now they're at USB 2.0, which makes sense. But at any rate, now the thing to consider though is price. A lot of people will say, hey, for $79, there's a lot of other MP3 players out there. Obviously there is, and I would agree with you. At $79, this is an MP3 player that doesn't have a screen. But because it doesn't have a screen, one of the ways to get feedback from it, or really the only true way to get any kind of feedback from it, which is kind of cool that they did this, is Apple's voiceover. If you haven't had a chance to hear the voiceover, that definitely is something that you might want to take a look at and listen to, because it actually is pretty cool. The voices, they don't sound too much like a robot or something that you don't really want to listen to. So you do have that. It does support playlists, so you got multiple playlists, which is a good thing as well. Now, the thing that I would say though, still at $79. Oh, and to control that whole thing, you have to use their headphones that come with it. that is a drawback for me because I'd like to use something other than the earbuds. The earbuds, in my experience, have never actually held on to my ear, so I always use some type of over-the-ear type headphones, and also they give me better sound quality. So if you're running or doing any kind of active thing besides walking, usually you can walk with it and it don't come out too much. But if you start to sweat, you'll notice that they don't hang on as well. But something to consider though would be the Nano. The Nano is more money than what you have with the iPod Shuffle. However, the Nano gives you a screen, and it actually is a really nice screen. You got a lot more color options, so you can be more personable or personalize it a little bit more. Also, two thing to look at is you have 8 gigs, of in fact that's the lowest is 8 gigs, which is about 2,000 songs. And you also have video playback as well. And this particular one has 8 hours of video playback at $149 is where they start at. $50 more, $199. You get 16 gigs. My personal preference or my personal thoughts on that is if I'm going to get here to this point, I'm either going to go with the 8 gig. Really would be my suggestion if you're thinking about doing something to save money or balancing between money and features. The Nano, iPod Nano at $149, 8 gigs is going to give you probably just that. However, if you're going to go anything beyond that, you'll see at $199 you're really close to the price point of the iPod Classic. Now, my personal opinion is I wouldn't go with the iPod Classic at all. I actually would skip over this whole thing and go to the iPod Touch. iPod Touch, and I'm not going to go into the details too much about that, but iPod Touch at 8 gigs is $229. But the cool thing about it is you get to take advantage of the App Store, the Apple Store or iTunes Store, which obviously has the App Store built into it fully, and you wouldn't be able to do that fully with any of the other iPods. So this is definitely what they advertise to be the funnest iPod. I have an iPhone, which is this, but it has the ability of making phone calls as well. So that'd be my personal opinion about the iPod Shuffle would be either if you only had $79, you wanted to take advantage of the iPod or the Apple Store or the iTunes Store, I should say, then definitely that would be a good choice for someone that just wants that. Thing to consider is definitely headphones may be a problem for you because obviously the headphones you only use theirs because of the controls. There's adapters available, by the way. That adapter I haven't seen yet. I can kind of go through a store, but I understand there is an adapter that allows you to control using any headphones, but then you get into a wire mess kind of thing. It just, from my personal opinion, it's worth it to go to the Nano at $149. $149 is where I would be out of all of these guys. If I was going to make anything other than $149 Nano, if I was going to go higher, of course I'd go to the iPod Touch at $229 because it's only $30 more than what the next available Nano would be, which is at $199. So it's Matt Guy Reports, giving you my feedback here. So my ultimate decision, or I guess conclusion, would be on the iPod Shuffle. I'd say yes, it is a good product. It is Apple. However, the price point makes me want to give it a thumbs down. It wouldn't be something that I would be interested in buying at all at this point. So that is my report, and I will talk to you guys shortly. You'll be hearing from me. Bye-bye now.